guys, welcome back to the KLT Fitcast. My name is Kate. This is my husband, Josh. We own and operate a private fitness studio in Peterborough, Ontario. Who are you?
I'm Josh, your husband.
I already said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're new at this again. My name's Kate. I lost and maintained 150-pound weight loss. I found a passion for health, wellness, exercise, hence why we are here now. We haven't recorded a podcast in
About a month.
But as you probably watched or listened, our last couple of podcasts were about the idea that it's okay for December to feel a little bit different.
Sure.
So we had a really busy December. You still had podcasts coming out. We had some banked to post.
This one's going to be pretty fresh. We're recording on a Saturday and it's going to be posted on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So know that when this podcast comes out, we really just recorded it 2 days ago. This is the podcast where we ask and answer the real questions, the tough questions. We are honest about health, wellness, well-being, and helping you achieve your goals surrounding weight loss, strength training, muscle growth, all of that, and doing it
lifestyle change, everything that encompasses that.
Yeah, and doing it with lifestyle changes and making sure that you are doing it in a way that serves you and serves you long term so that you can lose the weight and
keep it off.
Lose the weight for the last time. I don't know what we're talking about for this podcast. Josh,
the next two are going to be
the next two podcasts. I have no idea. I don't even know the topic. So we're going in blind and raw. That's what she said.
That'll be punny next time.
But then we're going to have another guest speaker.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give too much away, but
it's going to be a good episode.
And she is a familiar face around our gym and fitness studio. I'm really, 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 really excited because I'm so inspired by her. But anyway, that's coming. We've got a couple things coming your way. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah. So I guess I'll start and try and introduce the topic for this podcast. It's a topic that I think isn't talked about openly enough. And I think it's because there's a lot of shame, a lot of I'm not sure what the best way to phrase it is.
Can I ask where the topic came about? Can I ask questions first?
Yeah, you can ask lots of questions.
So what made this topic come to your head and be like, "Hell, we got to talk about this"?
It just kind of slapped me in the face.
I don't hit him. I do not hit him.
She lies. But no, it just kind of listening to people talk and reading between the lines on things and seeing things happen kind of in a pretty organic way. This topic came kind of right to my eyes, and I think it's something that a lot of people will benefit from us talking about.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, so this episode, it's for the person that is sitting in their car outside of a gym, or the person that bought a membership to a gym and hasn't gone yet, or a person who went once and never went back.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, let's fucking go.
The topic is gym anxiety.
Love it.
And what I mean by that is people are terrified to go to a gym if they've not been. It can be a really, really common thing. And if this is speaking to you in any kind of way, you're not alone.
Yeah.
It is something that we see all the time, all the time.
I feel like this is also I don't want to like inflate your ego too much, but gym anxiety, I feel like, is the most perfect
intersection.
I was going to say collision, but sure, intersection of our
worlds.
Yeah.
For sure it is.
Can I tell you, do you have exactly where you want to go next, or?
Go ahead. You can interrupt me. I'll steer us back in the direction I want to go.
As soon as you said gym anxiety, my head went to obviously this place where we spend a lot of hours.
Yeah.
and how I would say that 90, I'm not a math girl, 93, 94% of the people who walk through that door
Yeah.
have come in as a referral.
Mhm.
Not necessarily a direct referral, like
But they know someone.
they know someone who comes here. They saw someone post a story sharing a story that I posted from there, from there, from there. So as soon as you said gym anxiety, I thought about that and how our space very quickly becomes the safe space because you already know someone who comes here. You
Yeah.
already know someone who talks positively. You know someone who,
Potentially, yeah,
yeah.
and we will get to talking about those sorts of strategies to make it easier later in the podcast, but absolutely, a lot of the people that come here, we've created such a safe space that they want to bring the people that they care about
Mhm,
to that safe
mhm.
space, and creation of that safe space is part of what I'll talk about in reference to anxiety and exposure, but I wanna start our conversation by talking about what happens before the workout? And I want to talk about your own personal experience first,
Okay.
because fitness hasn't always been the life.
For me.
And there was a time when it was the first time you walked into a gym.
Hmm.
And I want to go back to those days and I want to talk about how you managed to navigate that anxiety. Because the gym has been something that's been familiar for me my almost my whole life because I was so into sports as a kid. And like for the majority of my teenage years, I was quite fit.
But okay. So when you say that the gym was part of your life because of sports,
Yeah.
it wasn't somewhere, or was it, that you went by yourself? Or did you go with a team with
It was often with a team, but there were times where like I'd have a spare at school and I would be in
okay.
the weight room
I
because
never went to the weight room in high school, not unless I had to for gym class.
yeah, I see. I just because I wanted to be good at sports,
Okay.
and that's a really big part of it.
Mhm.
But so I knew my way around long before we started our journey. I knew the importance of fitness and exercise. I knew
Yep.
that it would make me feel better because I felt good as a kid because I was very fit. And I was fortunate that way. It became kind of my outlet as a kid because things sometimes were really challenging for me.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll do a talk about that one day, but today is not that day. Um, but looking back on what it was like for you, tell me about the anxiety of going to the gym for the first time for you. What did you think about? What were you worried about? What created that anxiety?
I think it's our own heads.
Okay, what
We
do you mean?
we think that we can't do it. We're our own worst critics. We think that we can't do it. We think that I thought I was too overweight to go to the gym,
Okay,
which was something I created in my own head, even though
yeah. So you created some rules around
who
what
could go there
what
and
the
who,
gym was and who could
yep,
go. Yeah.
yeah. I had no idea what to do,
Hmm.
not a clue.
Yeah. Um, Anxiety largely is about us perceiving some kind of threat.
Hmm.
What do you think the threat is for someone and using your own experience? What's the threat going to the gym for the first time? What are you thinking about?
I think it's the other people.
What
I
do you
don't think it's a fear of getting hurt. I don't think it's a fear of, I don't know, becoming sore. I think it's a fear of putting yourself in a situation that's going to likely feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, the uncomfortable for sure.
Um, I think it's just putting yourself into a situation that you don't know.
Mhm. Absolutely, you don't know what's going to happen. When you start thinking about other people, what are you thinking about?
They're going to stare at me
So everyone's watching?
for sure. And everyone's going to judge and watch and
Yeah.
think
So what are
how fat I was, think about how I didn't belong there. I was stupid to be there.
I'm gonna show you something because I wrote a bunch of notes, and look at what I wrote as common things people will think.
I don't know
You
what
want
I'm doing. Everyone is watching me. I'll look stupid or out of place. I don't belong here. I'm too far behind.
It's almost like I predicted the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you have all of those thoughts, what do you think that makes you do?
Not want to go makes it so much harder to go.
Mhm.
When we first started out at the gym, or when I first started out at the gym,
It was
it
a
was a
week.
we thing for
Yeah.
sure. At that point, it wasn't in the morning.
Mhm. It was
It was in
after
the yeah, after work in the afternoon. The the plan was to go there after work.
as soon as we were both done work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think feeling anxious all day leading up to it and hoping that something was going to come up to derail the plan so we didn't have to go. So
Mhm.
we didn't have to put ourselves in that uncomfortable situation where people would be staring at us.
Yep, for sure. And I think it's really important for me to take a second and pause and talk about how the anxiety response can become that avoidance cycle.
Yeah, and I was gonna say too, I think if we had have been people who could and would exercise in the morning,
Yeah,
we just would have never got up or set the alarm,
right.
right? Like it would be
Yeah.
so easy to just
I need to sleep in.
yeah,
I'm tired.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Um, but the way our brains work by creating that anxiety to avoidance loop is it creates the concept of uncertainty equals danger.
Mhm.
And if there's danger,
See you later.
physiologically speaking, we don't want to put ourselves in dangerous situations. The danger here is people are going to judge me. People are going to stare at me. I'm going to do something stupid. I'm not going to look like I belong. All of those things that you were talking about,
Mhm.
that's the danger. And it's going to create negative feelings. It's going to create bad feelings. Started going to the gym and that changed.
Yeah.
How quickly did it change?
Um, well, okay, can you hold that thought?
Yeah.
Because I want to say when we first did enter the doors of the gym, I can remember the gym that we went to had like two levels to it. There was like a cardio-ish and equipment on an upper level that overlooked
All the weights.
all of the weights.
So we would stay up in the cardio area.
Yes, we stayed up in the cardio area on a treadmill usually or an elliptical that faced everyone else
Yeah.
so we could see, oh, that's what that piece of equipment is. That's what that is. That so
Yeah.
we kind of
Learn.
yeah, we
Yeah.
learned by watching the other people. So I guess we were the ones actually staring at other people.
Yeah.
Um
Watching the people that knew what they were doing,
yeah.
and then building the confidence to try and do some of that for sure.
Mhm.
Um,
I feel like it changed pretty quickly.
it does. And that's why I'm asking the question
Yeah.
because
You feel so good
yeah,
immediately. Immediately.
yeah. And the physical symptoms of anxiety, the rapid heart rate, the feeling not quite right, the fear response.
Butterflies.
Yeah, it doesn't mean something is wrong. It doesn't always mean something is wrong. Chances are it means something is new.
Right. And that's how change happens.
New doesn't equal bad.
Especially when it comes to and easy for us to say now, but especially when it comes to entering in a gym, that new is the best fucking thing that's going to happen to you.
Yeah, but yes, it's easy for us to say now, but it's also important for those listening to hear us saying this. You can create a scenario where new can feel safe.
Mhm.
And it doesn't have just because you feel anxious, just because you have these worries, it doesn't mean that they're true. Having lived this lifestyle for almost 10 years now, tell me, are people watching you at the gym?
No.
Do people Genuinely, do people give a shit what you're doing?
No, they don't give a shit. Not at all.
Aside
Aside from me staring at you while you're here doing your session, but that is my job.
or aside from they're probably quietly cheering you on.
100% they are. They are watching you. And if you are someone who builds that consistency, whether or not you come to, I'm not even going to use our gym here as
Yeah.
an example. If you go to a big box gym at the same time to build consistency each day, guess what? The same people are going to be there at those same times every day. You're going to become one of those familiar faces. Like, they absolutely are cheering you on. They're seeing your consistency. They're seeing you there. I guarantee it won't take long for someone to say, hello, good morning. Hey, I see you're doing something really good, but it's never in a judgmental lens. I can remember when it wasn't the first gym we joined, it was the really cheap gym we joined after that one.
Yeah.
Um, and again, it was built over consistency, seeing the same faces each morning when I went to the gym. I remember a gentleman coming over and giving me the teeniest, tiniest little tidbit of information for a tricep pushdown that I still remember to this day.
Hmm.
And it's not because he was looking at me or judging me, but it's because I was a part of that community from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. We were all doing different things, but we all began to say hello, good morning. And I mean, if you're following a strength training program at a big box gym, chances are you're doing the same routine each, like,
Pretty consistent. Yeah.
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 So, hey, that guy probably was like, oh, that girl's coming in. She's probably going to be working triceps. I'm going to just go over and chat to her and give her that little,
Hmm.
yeah, about thumb being on top.
Yeah.
What it was. Still remember it to this day.
Where do you think the anxiety comes from?
The fact that it's different from the
What
norm.
tells you that it's different?
What do you mean?
Well, what tells you that it's different from the norm?
Your
What?
brain.
Why?
Because
You're making this way more complex than it needs to sound.
what? Okay.
What tells you that something is different from the norm?
Yourself.
Yeah. Because of the things that,
Fake, like, anxiety and things that aren't necessarily true.
yeah, but because of the things that you've experienced.
Okay.
So anxiety comes from a place that differs from the things that you've
I feel
experienced.
like I'm answering the questions wrong and that's giving me anxiety. I'm kidding. I'm
No.
joking. I'm joking. Go ahead.
But I think that a lot of people can confuse a lack of motivation
Ooh,
with
okay.
this avoidance cycle,
All
which
right.
is why I'm saying anxiety comes from a place of creating a scenario based on things that have happened to you because you don't know what's going to happen
Mhm.
next in a new
Yep.
scenario. So you're using your previous experiences.
Could those previous experiences be completely unrelated to fitness? Or,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be that you have watched a TikTok video where someone was doing something absolutely ridiculous at a gym because we've all seen those videos.
It's the pull up bands. The pull up bands.
And yeah, ouch. But like we've all seen those videos, and so you're scared that you're going to be that
Right.
person in the
And
video.
you're gonna become a viral video of someone flying off of a treadmill or getting snapped in the private parts with a
Yeah,
pull-up band.
God, those are funny. Sorry, people that have had that happen to them. Kate, have you had that happen to
No, never.
you?
I wear shoes and the band, if the band is in your foot, it's not gonna snap off when you have shoes on.
Okay,
It's never even happened here, and we get those pull-up bands out.
all the time.
Yeah.
So, what do you do when your body is saying no? When your body is saying, get out of here, when it's reacting to that uncertainty, when it's thinking, this is a danger, it's new, I'm uncomfortable. What do you do?
You stop, you don't do it
What? Why?
because that's easier.
Yeah.
It's
So,
easier to not do it. It's easier to stay in your little bubble of comfortable.
how can you convince yourself otherwise?
Um, I mean, it's a choice.
Sure.
Am I overcomplicating it again?
A little bit.
Just do it. You just
Okay.
do it.
How do you just do it?
You just
How do you push through that? Because, like, I know you well enough to know that you experience anxiety. Like, you get anxious.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
can
Mhm.
sometimes be really difficult to push through that anxiety.
I think that my personal anxiety, I completely agree, but it doesn't involve anything to do with fitness and strength training. If there's like an obstacle to overcome for that, I'm like, "Oh yeah, sign me up."
Mhm.
Think about a marathon? Sign me up. Done.
Yeah.
I will steer heavily into that kind of.
Because it's become comfortable for
Yes,
you.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
How does something become comfortable?
You just have to do it. You have to do it over and over and over and over again.
Mhm. But if you can't even get started, what what would you say to someone that they can't start? They feel like they can't. That they feel completely crippled by that anxiety.
I think then it might not happen. Like if you put those barriers on yourself and say it enough times, then yeah, of course, it's not going to happen. You've said it many times in previous podcasts.
Yeah.
If you set yourself up like that, then it's never going to happen.
Yeah, and it potentially can't or won't because you've limited yourself. However, there are things you can do to break things down and make them feel more manageable and more safe.
So smaller micro goals.
Yes,
Okay.
because anxiety really is fears about the things that haven't happened yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't, and that's when we're encountering something new, we don't know what's going to happen. So we feel anxious about it.
Hmm.
And I have yet to meet a person on this planet that hasn't experienced some kind of anxiety when trying something new at some point in their life.
Hmm.
It happens
Hmm.
to all of us.
Hmm.
We all feel that uncomfortable. When you get hung up on all of those worries about things that haven't happened yet, the best thing you can do for yourself is find a way to root yourself in the moment that you're in.
Okay.
And that can happen by creating a scenario where we've said this before, controlling the controllables and breaking something down into the most basic, simple, easy to accomplish tasks.
Hmm.
So when I said off the start of this podcast, this is for the person sitting in their car outside of the gym.
Hmm.
There is a task. Can
Get out
you
of the car.
No,
Oh,
just to get in the car
oh,
and
in the
sit
car.
sit outside of a gym.
Okay.
Just look at it.
Okay.
If you can do that, eventually you're gonna be able to do the next thing.
Get out of the car.
Get out of the car.
Yep.
If you can get out of the car, eventually you're going to be
Walk up
able
the
to
walkway.
walk up the walkway and maybe open the door.
Hmm.
We often say the front door is the heaviest piece of equipment in the gym.
It's the hardest part of any workout.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, how talking to the person who is new to the gym, and has the expectation on themselves to show up first thing in the morning,
Mhm.
whatever hour that is, but it's the first thing that you.
Has this person been to the gym before?
Well, let's do both sides.
Okay,
Let's do the person who has never been to a gym before, but in their head, they want to
go on.
work out first thing in the morning because they're a mom who has to run kids to hockey and has a lot of commitments after work. So they want to do it before work. They've
Yeah.
never been to a gym before.
So the way I would work with someone on this type of anxiety, I would be looking at breaking things down into what is the smallest components that we can control and manage, and how can you get the most information so that you're feeling more safe. Because if we feel more safe, if we feel like we have lots of information, it becomes far easier to follow through with the thing.
To follow through? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said fall through. Follow through.
Follow
Okay.
through with the thing.
Yep.
So I would suggest that the person ask if they can show up 20 minutes before the class, before anyone else shows
Nice.
up,
Yep.
and do a tour.
Sure.
And maybe they don't even stay for the workout, they go home right after.
Sure. Yep. Yep.
And then I would say, okay, maybe you need to do that for a couple of days. Just show up before, maybe you do a little stretch, maybe you look at what's set
Mhm.
up in the gym. I'm speaking about our location
Yep.
specifically, but maybe you have a bit of a routine in your head that you want to do. You're showing up before most people show up
Mhm.
and then leaving before anyone else arrives. So you don't have to deal with the other people aspect of
Yep.
things. You just get familiar with the space. The
Yep.
space then becomes safer because
Yep.
you know what's in the space.
Mhm.
The next step to that would be in our context, if you're coming to a boot camp, maybe you come and just watch the warm up and leave.
Nice. Yep. Okay. So if that same person who has the expectation on themselves that they want to become someone who works out in the morning or they want to do that, so I'm thinking about that person before they go to bed. They're probably before they go to bed thinking, I got this. I got this.
I doubt it. No, they're probably thinking about all the things that can go wrong.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I see. And I think that person,
But you have gotten to the point where this is just how
yeah.
it is. So you are thinking about, well, what do I need to have out to be able to do the thing?
So I'm thinking about the person who would set things out. They'd set the workout clothes out. They'd
Yeah.
set the water bottle out,
Yeah.
go to
That's your
bed,
plan. Yeah.
go to bed, and come morning time, they cannot do it.
Yep. So you're breaking it down. If you're in the morning waking up and you're already saying, I can't do it,
Hmm.
and the night before you have set out your workout clothes, you've got your water bottle ready, you've got everything ready to go. So it's just grab and go to the gym,
Hmm.
and you're waking up in the morning and saying that I can't. Stop thinking about going to the gym. Take that off the table. Start thinking about I can get dressed,
Hmm.
because you can get dressed.
Hmm.
You're not leaving your safe home to get
Hmm.
dressed. I can get my stuff and go to the car. You can do that.
Hmm.
You do that all the time. You're safe to do that. I can drive my car. You can do that. You probably drive lots.
Hmm. Maybe not safe at that hour of the morning. Kidding.
Yeah. You're going to park outside the gym. Now's where it gets hard. Now it's the new stuff. This is what I'm talking about. Maybe you're going to show up early and just go in and talk to the instructor and say, hey, I'm feeling really anxious. I don't think I'm going to stay for the workout. I just wanted to come in and get
Hmm.
used to the settings.
Hmm.
I'm going to go. Would you judge someone negatively for that?
Never.
Exactly.
Never.
No one ever would.
Hmm.
You're safe to do that. It's okay.
In fact, from a business standpoint, anytime I basically get an inquiry of someone who's asking questions, I will always say,
Come on
come
in.
on in. Let's
Yeah.
book you in. It's not going to be a workout. It'll be a 10-minute chat. I'll show you the gym. I'll show you where the bathroom is, and
Yeah.
you can go home and make any decisions you want.
Yeah. So now we've broken it down into all kinds of small little steps that are completely achievable, because a lot of that is within your normal circle of safety. The thing that's outside of that normal circle of safety is walking through the front door of the gym. So now you've brought the front door of the gym into your circle of safety. Now it's time to start. Okay, so what's next? Do I want to start my workout on the treadmill? Maybe I come in and I'm here 10 minutes early and I do a 5-minute walk on the treadmill and then I leave before anybody else arrives.
Hmm.
Just to get used to using some of the equipment, I
Hmm.
might stay and I might start watching the demos.
Right.
Or if you're going
Look
to,
around at the cones and just read the words that are on them.
yeah, and or if you're going to a big box gym, you might go and you might walk on the treadmill until it starts to feel like a couple more people have arrived, and then you might leave.
Hmm.
And then you might stay a little bit longer the next time and a little bit longer the next time. And then you start seeing people using the equipment. So you start watching some videos at home of how to use that
Hmm.
equipment properly.
Hmm.
Then you go to the gym, you try 2 or 3 different pieces of equipment, you go home. You're slowly building your tolerance.
Building that safe zone.
And over time, if you do one more thing each day than you did the day before, over the course of a year, you're a master of everything in the
Winning. Yeah.
gym.
Yeah.
You're there.
That is how we started as well. And I think we've
It
talked
is.
about it before, how
Yeah.
I had Google images of dumbbell exercises. What is a bicep curl? I would screenshot what a
Or
bicep
you had
curl
little
looks like.
printouts of things.
Yeah.
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 I remember that. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's how it starts. You need to control the controllables. If you're planning your own workout, do the research when you're at home
Mhm,
about what you might want to try doing, what muscle groups you want to work, what different exercise splits there are.
mhm.
Learn some things.
Yeah.
You'll find it's actually kind of interesting how the body works.
So I have I wanna then talk about the person who has been to a gym before or
Yeah,
the gym, whatever. What about them who might be just struggling for whatever reason to come to the gym? But before I get to that, can you remember that?
I'll try.
Okay. Something else that is worth noting, a lot of people who come here often will start out as one-on-one personal training clients.
Yep.
They come in knowing that it is just them and me or Caitlin or Sarah, one of our trainers here.
Yeah.
It is just them.
And their trainer.
Yes,
The challenge is there's not a lot of places that offer that.
fair. There's not a lot of private, exclusively private spaces for sure. And I think it's also worth it to note it is a cost.
Yep.
It's a more expensive
Yeah.
way to do things, but starting out as a one-on-one client allows that person to get through the door when the only face that they are greeted with is my face or Sarah's or Caitlin's. But I can't tell you how many people start out as one-on-one clients and eventually say, I'd like to try a boot camp or I'd like to try strength and
Foundation. Yeah.
conditioning or foundations. And many of them are still personal training clients.
But they're doing more.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
They're
and a
growing
lot
their
of
bubble.
them, the idea of group things was awful. They would absolutely not never have been someone initially in their initial email, they only ever wanted to do one-on-one. But the idea eventually comes around that, yeah, I could try, I'm comfortable here. I could try a group class, a small group class, and like you said, expand that safe zone.
Yeah. Because what we're talking about is going from the body learning that the gym or new experience equals danger to the goal no longer being about pushing through that fear, the goal being we're just going to build a safe experience. So wherever that is along that continuum, we're just building a safe experience. It could be that you're just driving to the gym
Mhm,
and that's all, that's your
mhm,
safe experience right
mhm.
now. But tomorrow you're going to drive to the gym and you're just going to get out of the car and then get back in. That's the next step.
Mhm.
And then you're going to get out of the car and walk to the door and then go back to your car and get back in.
Yeah.
It might take a lot of steps. That's okay.
Mhm.
You're expanding your own bubble. You're doing what feels right to you. And maybe you go with the intention of you're just going to go and get out of your car and walk to the front door, but you're going back to your
Mhm.
car. You get to
Mhm.
that front door and you're like, you know what? There's nobody there. I'm going to go in. And you open the door and you go in. Now you've conquered that fear.
Yeah. I have a
You've
question
exposed
for you.
yourself.
And it's just this entire podcast is making me think about something that I do and maybe I shouldn't.
Hmm.
If someone new comes to boot camp,
Yeah.
I usually introduce them to
Uh
the
huh.
group.
Uh huh.
Is that terrible?
I don't think it's terrible. I think
All
that
the
the
tension on them.
I think that
Fuck.
the person that you do that to probably hates you. And
Dies a little.
yeah, I also think that the other thing that you do to poor people that are brand new to the
No,
gym,
I'm taking their picture whether they like it or not.
you're taking their picture with a sign, and then people are looking at that want to come to the gym. They see that and they're like, "Yeah, fuck that, go away."
Okay, but if someone is a hard no on pictures,
You do let them.
of course, that's
Yeah,
like a consent thing.
yeah,
But I mean, I believe, and if the trend is any sort of statistic,
you're doing a good thing.
people always love the session and always have a smile on their face. So
Yeah.
yes, when I'm forcing you to stand with a stupid sign
Well, they've already done the hardest
and
things.
they've realized that it's not near
And
as bad.
and you are also showering with an awful lot of praise,
And the number of
positivity.
people, when I take that picture, the rest of the group is sitting behind clapping. They are clapping for that person who's getting
Good,
their picture
yeah,
taken.
yeah. So it's a positive experience, it's not a negative one.
Okay.
So you've turned something that probably drives anxiety up, and you've created a scenario
Yeah.
where it's safe.
Half the time, if I'm introducing someone before a boot camp, it's to say to the regulars who have been coming for 3 years, you be on your best behavior
Yeah.
because there's a new face here.
Yeah. Shut up and let them
Yeah.
listen. But I think a really important point to drive here is a lot of this anxiety comes from a place of not feeling confident. And confidence isn't something that you wait for. It's not something,
Mm.
it's also not something that you have right away. It's something that you build through repetition.
Love it. Hell yes. Yes. You don't just have confidence. You
No.
have to do something to build the confidence.
Yeah. There are people that will, and I'm stealing your line,
Don't even.
fake it till they make it with confidence. But really, what that is they are just, they've built up a wall so that they are pushing against that anxiety.
I've built an entire business. I'm kidding. I'm
Mm.
joking. On fake it. Never mind. It's a bad joke.
But what is true about anxiety is after your brain learns, I survived this, anxiety fades.
And it makes it easier to do it the next day.
Yeah.
And then a day after that, and the day after that. And before you know it,
It's your routine.
it's your routine and you
It
don't
becomes,
really have to think about it.
yeah, it becomes consistent. It isn't about discipline and motivation anymore. It's about this is inside my safe bubble and I can do it.
Yeah. So, and maybe you tell me if this isn't the podcast for it. What about the person who has been to the gym many times and is just struggling with, maybe it is anxiety, maybe it's other things. What about them?
Yeah. So I think
They know that they can get here. They know that they can get in the door. They know that they can get the workout done.
what's in the way?
Exactly.
That would be the question that I would be asking. What's
Hmm.
in your way?
Hmm.
What is it that's telling you no? Is there something telling you no? Or is it you just deciding, I don't really want to?
Hmm.
I think so. Those are the hard reflective questions that you, if you want to change things, if you want to feel differently, you have to ask yourself.
Right.
If you want to grow, you have to ask yourself those questions.
Right.
This is something that I want to do.
And maybe it's not.
Yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe the gym isn't for you.
Hmm.
Maybe there's something else that you want to do that's not moving weights or
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
And
fitness related, but is going to give you that same sort of purpose or feeling.
you've said it many times. It is a choice.
It is a choice.
Someone brand new who is struggling with the anxiety, definitely the micro goals that you said, that's
It's creating choice. That's what that is.
okay. Yes. So
Those
they
micro goals are creating,
creating the choice.
but realistic choice
Right.
for
But
the person that knows what they're doing around the gym and they are just, they've created some barriers and
yeah.
decided they aren't coming to the gym or doing the things that help them feel better. That's also a choice, but without understanding what is in the way, what is creating the driver for that choice,
Yeah.
it's really hard to fix it
Yeah.
because everyone's situation is going to be individual.
Right.
Everyone's barriers are going to be their own. Everyone's anxieties are going to be their own.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about for the person that's never been to the gym, which is kind of the purpose of this podcast
Hmm.
specifically, it is helping to really manage expectations, create a realistic plan, create a safe plan, and build towards something. If you've already been there and you're struggling with something, I can't tell you what the something is that's in the way,
Hmm.
but I can tell you that if you thought about it, you probably know.
Yeah. Yeah. It might even slap you in the face.
Maybe. And if that's the case, is it something that is fixable?
Hmm.
Is it something that you can move or manage?
Hmm.
And if it's not, maybe you need to seek some help
Hmm.
around that, whatever it is. If there's something in the way needs to get fixed and you can't fix it,
Someone can help you to fix it.
yeah, whatever it might be.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
What else you got?
So Everything that I'm talking about isn't just pushing through the anxiety. It isn't just pushing through the barrier that's in the way. It isn't just,
Steamrolling it.
yeah,
Okay.
what is it?
You just said it. You're creating small choices.
Hmm. Why would trying to just push through and do the whole thing be problematic?
I think it creates even more scary and danger
Hmm.
in our heads.
It does.
I
It
also,
it increases the chances that the thing that we're afraid of is going to happen,
right.
that we're going to do something stupid, that we are out of place, that we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. Do you think that a lot of people have done a lot of steamrolling things in the past? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes people find that that works for
I
them.
was just going to say, I think that a lot of people would say, well, that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. You just have to steamroll and you just have to,
Yeah. How often in your life have you tried to steamroll through something and it's backfired?
I can't think of an exact time, but yeah, for sure.
Because it does happen.
Yeah.
And when you're trying something new, what do you think happens if you steamroll something and it backfires?
You don't ever want to do it again. I would also say the idea of steamrolling something, like the word steamroll is already not a very positive word,
Yeah.
right? So you're
Or
going
how
to,
about push through? Instead of steamroll, push through.
but even push through, I think,
Lighter wording, but
but it's still not overly positive.
nope.
So you're going to go into that steamroll, that push through with even more negativity than you already have. Whereas you're talking about the small, tiny, doing it in a safe and realistic way, you're going to be greeted with a lot more positivity in those baby steps than you would have if you just steamrolled it.
Yeah. Yeah. Forced intensity is going to increase fear and it's going to reinforce that avoidance pathway.
Mhm.
And another way of thinking about this is every time we follow through that avoidance loop where we feel anxious about something, we think about it a lot, think about all the ways that it could go wrong,
Lose
and then
sleep about it.
avoid doing it, and then think I need to do this thing. All those things repeat, and you keep doing it. Every time you go through that loop, the thing you're trying to do becomes that much harder.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And it's an incremental thing. But if you go through that loop 10 times, it's now 10 times harder to do the thing that you were trying to do.
Sounds a lot like a fad diet at times, doesn't
Sure does.
it?
But if you are able to break something down into a realistic goal and have early success,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you're far more likely to continue to increase your capacity until you're doing the thing safely that you set out to do versus blasting through trying to do 100%
Right.
and not having all the tools in place in order to do 100%.
1% each day
Yeah.
versus 100% each day.
Yeah.
We only ever ask. You can do
1%. 1.
1% more each day.
Yep.
And you might not ever get to 100%. Sometimes I feel like I don't give myself 100%. Anyway, sorry. It's what happens when you give me I have nothing to go on. I'm overthinking the questions.
It's perfect. I love it. What types, if someone is thinking,
Another question.
yeah, if someone is thinking about coming to the gym, what types of supports would you recommend to them?
Come into the, like you said, come into the gym. I will, if someone is asking questions via email or DM or whatever, I will always say, why don't you come in? Let's book you in a time when no one's in the gym and come and see the space.
Yeah.
I think making sure, and because face to face is also easier than the email or DM persona too, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think something that a tool for success that people can use is to access support when it's available.
Hmm.
When they're thinking about doing anything new,
Hmm.
whenever that anxiety stuff is happening for them in their life,
Yep.
Think of supports as bridges between anxiety and confidence.
Hmm.
You're using the support, and I will use a trainer, whether it's you, Caitlin, or Sarah,
Hmm.
as a support, someone that they can ask questions to, someone they can lean on, someone that helps build some confidence because you have that confidence. So you're lending your confidence to that person
Hmm.
for them to use it. It becomes a bridge from anxiety to confidence.
Hmm.
And the way you describe the pathway of someone coming in, doing the tour, then doing personal training sessions one on one privately,
Hmm.
then believing that they can do more and joining a group class,
Hmm.
that's what you've done. You've created a bridge from the anxiety of, holy crap, I want to do this thing. It feels impossible to, I am now doing all the things and I feel great about myself.
A conversation that I had just last week, um, with someone, and I think it was email, came through, and the email was, I would like to sign up for 2 times or 3 times per week.
Mm.
Having never set foot in the gym, sure saw my website and saw, I think, probably some social media posts as well. My reply was, come and check out the gym. Let's meet up at X time on X day, but also try a class.
Hmm.
I would never, ever, ever want anyone to.
Cold turkey sign up for 3 times. Yeah,
Exactly.
that doesn't
Never
make
in
any
a
sense.
million years.
That is pushing through.
Yeah. But I will say this new client came and tried a session, loved it,
Mhm.
and now I will happily sign someone up for their 2 times, 3 times per week. But my reply initially was, come and meet, try it out, make sure that it's your vibe, make sure that.
It's a good fit. Feel
Exactly.
safe.
Yeah. And I think that is another thing that makes us unique from
Others,
many other places out there is I
you don't wanna take people's money for the sake of taking
exactly.
it.
And I don't
Yeah,
care to make a big sale. That's not what I'm about. I would rather you come and enjoy it and actually be able to show up and commit to it.
and have success.
And yeah, versus getting a quick sale of someone who signs up for 2, 3 times per week.
Yeah,
And that was something that I think the now client um really respected the idea that I suggested, come in and try it
yeah,
first before I even look at signing up for a membership. Come in and try it.
yeah, and I think that that really aligns with kind of the final bit of talking point that I wanna do in this episode, and that's emphasizing that the gym, it's not a stage, it's a practice space. It can
Nice.
be a place for you to build confidence and expose yourself to that anxiety
Hmm.
and build resilience and tolerance so that when other things in your life have that anxiety mechanism crop up, you can tell yourself, you know what, I did that hard thing
Yeah.
at the gym.
Remember that time I.
Yeah. And I was able to do it. What did I do that worked really well there? And how can I do it here?
Hmm. Hmm. You can also, once you do have the routine and you've broken it down and you're here and you're part of it, lean into the people who are here,
Yeah.
right? Like again, I feel like I say this all the time. We've talked about it before, but the people there are your cheerleaders.
Yep.
They see you, they don't judge,
So
they're helping.
when we go all the way back to the beginning of what I was asking you when you were thinking about the things that you were afraid of when you were first coming to the gym, the I'm not going to fit in, I'm out of place, I'm going to look stupid. Do you have to look a certain way to belong to a gym?
Hell no.
Can anyone of any shape and size come to the gym?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have to earn entry to a gym?
No. No.
Is the gym a punishment?
Never. Absolutely not. Hard no. Love it. I feel like I keep making funny points, but what I do want to say when you said what did you say? It's not a stage, it's a practice.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Oh, you like to be on the
the
stage.
gym is my stage. And if you come here to
Why do you think we created a podcast?
it's my stage for karaoke. It's my stage for dance moves. While you guys are doing really great at your sessions, I will dance and I will sing, and it will be my stage. But it is your, what'd you say? It's your practice?
Yeah, it's your place to practice.
Love it. It's your place to practice. Um,
So I think important message, if the gym feels scary, there's nothing wrong with you. It's scary to everyone who
yep.
starts.
Yep.
Being anxious does not mean you're not capable.
Mm-hmm.
It means that things are new. Confidence is built through repetition. Walking in anxious still counts.
Yep.
Leaving early still counts.
Mm-hmm.
And trying again always counts.
Love it. Nice job. Wow. As soon as you said the topic at the beginning, I was like, oh, let's fucking go.
Yeah, I
Let's
hope you
go.
have that reaction to next week too.
Okay. Awesome. So, okay. So, takeaway tools.
Takeaway tools. What is realistic for you?
Yeah.
Answer that question. If you're struggling to get there, what's in the way?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And break it down.
Break it down.
Teeny tiny. Maybe even the first, even before you are in the car, whatever, you're sitting on your couch, sending a message,
Yeah.
sending an email.
Send Kate a DM and say, hey, watched your podcast.
And I'm really friggin' nervous.
Yeah, I'm so anxious to go to the gym. Help.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You're going to get a hype squad.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to
Yeah,
get.
you're for sure. You're gonna walk in and that door will be the heaviest thing that you have to lift. And I guarantee you will leave with a hype squad. You might not
100%.
know their names after the first hour, but you will leave with a hype squad.
You're going to leave with a community. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to feel like you belong
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because that's our goal for everyone.
I do think it's really cool how much of our business has been built on referrals. Like that is something that's so special to me, and not to steer this in a different direction, but the number of people who reached out and are now coming here countless times a week,
Mm-hmm.
their message started with, I saw so and so share your story. I want to try it out. I saw so and so. I this. Um, my sister comes, my
Cousin.
ex-husband's grandmother, twice removed, all of that. That to me is so, so, so special. I think that speaks to the community that
Everyone has helped build.
yes, for sure. But those people, it's so hard to wrap your head around when you are the person sitting in your car trying to get into the gym, our gym, the gym. That first time it is so beautiful and cringy beautiful.
Yeah.
Knowing that this place was built on word of mouth, and it's so powerful in here. It's, I don't want to say it's a tight knit group, because that could make someone feel even more anxious.
Yeah.
It's a tight knit group that is welcoming to absolutely everyone, who is positive towards absolutely everyone walking through the door. Someone will hold your hand from the parking lot. If they see you waiting in your car, they'll hold your hand. And that might be weird to you, but they will. Honestly, that is the group that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
All walks of life, all different body types, all different parts of their journey. We have brand new people who have never, I don't know, touched a weight before in their life, or we have the people who have done competitions and various different kinds of, yeah.
Yep.
Like it's pretty special here.
Yeah, I agree.
Are we going to wrap?
We're going to wrap.
That is our
14th episode.
Okay, nice. But it's not our first one in January. It is our first one in January.
It is our first one.
This is our first episode in 2026.
It is. Yeah.
Love it. thank you for watching, for listening, all of that. Go ahead.
Nope.
You,
Go ahead.
like and subscribe.
Sure. Yeah. Like and subscribe if you like what you hear.
um, we hope that if you are someone who can relate to this in whatever that looks like for you, um, reach out.
Yeah.
It's pretty special here.
Yeah.
The next episode, I have no idea what it will be about.
It's going to be good.
We're gonna do it.
We're going to do it.
Let's go.
Kate doesn't have a choice.
Have anything that we can talk about for 2026? We haven't really talked about this. This is unscripted. Anything coming in 2026 for us and this podcast?
I don't know.
We really want to hear from you guys. So if you are listening, watching, following on social media, I'm going to make a really, really conscious effort every couple of days to post what are your questions?
Yeah, we're
What
going
do
to
you
try
wanna
and do a
know?
question and answer podcast.
Often. Yeah.
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 At least very near soon future.
Yeah.
That's going to just be
Whatever you've got.
Yeah.
If it's health, if it's wellness, if it's, I don't know, it might be kind of hard to do a form check, but if it's a form check, if it's some sort of recipe, if
gonna
it's some
be-
sort of,
ask us anything.
yeah,
No,
be
nothing
about-
off limits.
could be about Josh and me, like how we, I don't know, how we met, if you want to know.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want.
All right. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, whatever reviews, all of that. And thank you. We got a high five, 2026.